great. Death of an F-150. I wish I would have turned it on back there at the first turn I turned at. So my brakes worked to turn onto this road. And driving along, talking to my son, going to the dump on Martin Luther King Day, last Monday. I'm driving along, and my radio wasn't tattling on me. It was like, you're over the speed limit. So got my seatbelt on, so it's not going to go off tonight. This is the beginning of going to get my deer. Very excited.
You are over the speed limit.
Busted again. So, I don't think that I was in excessive speed. So, I'm only going like 35, and I had to put on the brakes there on that turn. So my brakes had to take that turn. Because I know I wasn't rolling 10 or 15 miles an hour. That's definitely not my style. A little bit of brakes right here too. And coming up on the dump. Thought the dump was open last Monday. So I brakes, stopped. And there was a sign on the dump, closed for holiday. So the brakes worked fine. And then we continued on straight. Okay, so the dump was closed. Come down here. I gotta turn left. Brakes, turn left. Cruising down the road. Probably like that. Sure, I tap my brakes a little bit coming around here. Okay. And then right up here, I pulled over to talk to my son. I forget why I pulled over. But it was right past this greenhouse. I'm cooking today, but I don't think I was going this fast the other day. And I don't know, I pulled over to talk to him about something I saw on the side of the road. So I stopped right here. Brakes, stop. And then we kept going. So, cruising down the road. Never once did my radio turn excited.
You are over the speed limit.
Slow down, you're over the speed limit. Just cruising along. And I specifically remember looking at the side of these houses, thinking, man, they need a power wash. I read Hayward's lot, an old farmhouse there. And if you can see that house, I was like, man, that needs some power washing. I'm cruising along, and there's the sign I see, and I said, man, that needs some power washing. I'm doing 40 right now. And I hit my brakes. And nothing happened, and I was panicking, and I got off. Went right in like this. Actually, I think, I should have just hit that tree. Because they did that when they got the truck. With the wrecker. That's right. I went like this. In between these two trees. Hopefully you can see that. If I'm on 4 times, no, I'm on 1 time, sorry. So, you can see right there. That might have ripped my tire off, that tree. Right there, somehow. That must have done it. Came up like this. You see the glass? They cleaned it. I feel bad. There's still some accident mess. Tow truck guys didn't pick up too good. And that's where the left side of my truck stopped. Right on that tree. Right there. So I was right here. Stopped. I don't know. You can see that's my... And there's the birth of a F-150. There's a replacement right there. Not a lot of room between that tree and that tree. I should have just ran this one over. You're in a panic. You don't know what to do. I thought I could get between them. And too bad I didn't get any insurance money. Could have helped me pay for this. That's where my F-150 died. Right there. Why'd you get out of your soda, see?
Daddy, look! Perfect.
Nice. Alright, sit. So, that's where Connor and I crashed. I went right between these two little trees, and I should have just hit this little tree. I could have ran that little tree over. And then snuck between those. Oh, I could have saved my truck. And we wouldn't be in this one. I could have ran that little tree over. I don't believe that. Darn it. Alright, buckle up, Buttercup. Now. Oh man, we gotta hustle. Not really speedy. Just a little speedy. You hardly believe it's a death. Looking at this side of the truck. Got a little mess up on the tire rim right there where I crunched the tree a little. Come back here. On closer inspection, you see that the leaf spring is snapped off of the frame, right where the leaf spring connects. That's bad. But you're looking at it, you think, wow, it's not totaled. Well, that's the indication. That is the passenger side front tire that the tow truck company left right there in my yard. So, nothing new on the back. Bam! That's why it's the death of an F-150. And that's the main reason. Ripped that whole front hub assembly, front axle, ripped it right off the truck. And unfortunately, I just had liability insurance. Now this is the funny truck that kept on busting me for a little bit of speed. Now, so you go 2 miles an hour with the speed limit. It's just, you're over the speed limit. But a couple videos got me for my seatbelt. Well, here we are, heading back. Yes, seatbelt. And it got me for the going over the speed limit a little bit. That won't be part of my videos anymore. It's try to be stowed away this week or next. A couple more things to grab out of the interior. And nope, I'm gonna call it a wrap. Ending take 2. Most importantly, my son and I both walked away from the accident virtually unscathed. Got a little cut on my eye. I don't even know if you can see it anymore. From my glasses. These are my old glasses. Luckily, I had them kicking around. Gonna try and get some new ones this week. But my son bruised his forearm and had a bruise on the back of his head, a little bruise on the back of his head. So, in the grand scheme of things, super lucky. See you later, truck. We're live. See you now.